y'all. So today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me using new products, and a lot of this is actually going to be a first impression because I kind of bought more makeup. But I'm actually, after I get ready and stuff, I'm going to film another declutter because I'm going to give some of my makeup that I don't use to one of my really good friends, and so yeah, I don't know. But like I said, most of it is going to be a first impressions, but a couple of things I have used before, but they're still new. So I've already primed my eyes. I am going to go in with my ColourPop eyeshadows. And I'm going to take this first shade. This is called Locked and Loaded. It's like a nice pale yellow, and I'm going to go ahead and set my primer with that. Okay, so next I'm going to go in with the shade Running Late. Then I'm going to go in with the shade Note to Self. I'm going to go in with the shade Wake Up Call. This is a little bit more pinky brown. And it's just going to tone a little bit of the warmth down on my eyes right now, and I'm just going to put it in the same spot as we did the other ones. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. It's really basic, but again, I wanted to do like a really simple look just because we're going to be testing out some eye products. I'm going to take this color Top Notch. So that's pretty much it with the eyes. I'm just going to add a shimmer color, and I want to use, what do I want to use? I'll try this one because I don't think I've used it. This is called Ego. So here's what it looks like on the brush. And I'm just going to put that on my lid. Super pretty color, and I love this brush. I feel like it picks up the product nicely and then just distributes it really easily. Go ahead and highlight my inner corner, and I might touch up my brow bone. This is called Liar Liar. So sometimes if you go overboard with your highlight, all you really have to do is take whatever blending brush you have and then kind of just go in the inner corner, and that'll tone it down. I'm going to go back in with the shade I set my whole lid with, Locked and Loaded, and I'm just going to touch up my brow bone highlight. I love a matte brow bone highlight. Okay, so that's basically it for the eyes. Again, super easy because I wanted to showcase some other things. So I went to Ulta, and I also went to Target, and then I went to Sephora. So from Target, I got a few things. I got a liquid eyeliner. This is the Infallible Paints liquid eyeliner from L'Oreal. And I have the Stila Stay All Day, but it's in brown, which I really do like, but I needed a black liquid liner. I finally got the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise. This, they say, is a dupe for the Too Faced Better Than Sex, and so I really wanted it. I also got the Essence, like, Volume Princess Mascara. I forgot what it's called. I have used that once, so I wanted to use this today. And then I also got a bronzer from number 7. This is the shade Caramel. So what we're going to do first is our liquid liner. I think it's easy to apply. It is pretty dark. It does dry matte, but it's not a super wet formula. And so I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. I really, really need to see how long this wears. But I mean, my little cat eye is pretty even right now. And I do like the way it turned out. The only thing is when I was putting it on, I kind of had to go over certain spots a few times. It's not patchy, but it's not like a super black, rich, opaque line the first time you draw it. But I will see how this wears. And so we're actually going to pause on the eyes and do the face because I'm weird and I don't put mascara and eyeliner on until later. So I went to Ulta and I have been wanting a new foundation. I think I mentioned it before, but I've been using the Too Faced Born This Way. It's probably been about a year and a half, if not almost. It's almost 2 years. I think actually it's been like a year and a half. So I really want to try something different and I wanted to get a drugstore foundation because as y'all know, I spend a bunch of money on makeup all the time, and I think like I don't want to only buy high-end stuff because A, it gets expensive, but B, it's kind of just like, I don't know, I think you can find good products at the drugstore, like mascara definitely, eyeliner, which is kind of ironic because I'm going to show you a high-end eyeliner, but I was really nervous to use drugstore foundation, and I know that sounds stupid, but I didn't start using foundation until way after I started wearing makeup. So I started wearing makeup probably around, eye makeup, around 20 when I was in college, and for the longest time, like, sorry, this video is gonna be really long, but for the longest time, I would only do my eye makeup to get ready to like go out at night because A, I didn't know how to use face makeup. B, I like didn't know how to match myself, and I feel like no foundation. I felt like there wasn't a foundation that matched me. And then also like I was really nervous about breaking out, so I never wore foundation. I literally just wore eye makeup. Also, it was dark, so like who really cares? But later on, actually it wasn't until, I don't want to say until I started my YouTube channel, but it was kind of about 6 months before that I really like got into face makeup, and now I really love foundation. Like I can't imagine just, you know, like wearing this and not foundation. But anyway, long story, I ended up getting the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. And I actually have dry skin, so I was going to get the dewy one, but I was watching reviews and I was reading reviews about some people with dry skin really like this. So I wanted to try this out. It was about $8 and I got the shade 310 Sun Beige. So let's see how this works. Does not have a pump, unfortunate, and y'all know I hate pouring foundation on my hand and rubbing it on, but that's what we're going to do. If this doesn't match, I can just bronze my skin, which is fine. But again, I wanted, okay, I don't know if that's probably way too much. That's probably too much. But, I wanted a drugstore foundation because I wanted to try more foundations. I don't want to like keep buying, I'm going to just use my viewfinder. Actually, I'm going to use my mirror. I don't want to keep buying like full foundations to try them out, and even if you get a sample, I don't know that's enough to actually try the product out. So that's what I'm gonna put on my face right now. And then see, here's the thing, I don't like when there's stuff on my hand because when I go to use my brush, I'm not gonna be able to like use it properly. So I should have gotten a towel, but I love this for foundation, the Real Techniques brush. I'm just gonna rub this on my finger. But yeah, so this is actually blending out pretty nicely, like very nice. And I didn't prime my skin. I really wanted to see what the foundation did on its own, although I will say I just went to Sephora. Actually, this is a pretty good color match. I'm so proud of myself. I'm like horrible at matching myself with colors. I just got back from Sephora and I ended up getting, which I'll show you in a second, the Rose Toner. And so, I hope this doesn't oxidize because if it oxidizes, it's going to actually get too dark. I got the Rose Toner, and so I wiped a cotton pad on my face like 3 times, and so that's not really priming, but it might be why my skin isn't super dry because it's supposed to be like really hydrating. And recently I have liked using not a beauty blender, but the L'Oreal Beauty Sponge. I mean, same thing, right? With my foundation. But I was, again, watching videos and reading reviews, and some people say applying it with a brush is better. So, wow, this is actually like a really good match. And just from first impression, I love the way it looks. I love the way it feels on my skin. I don't feel like I'm wearing heavy foundation. Like really at all. I'm not gonna say my pores like completely disappeared, but I mean, y'all can see, like, I mean, I don't know how well my imperfections show up on camera. I have an HD camera. I use the Canon EOS 70D, but sometimes, which I didn't know this, but I've heard people say that sometimes cameras just provide like a face filter. Y'all, I'm so impressed by this. B, I'm so impressed that I picked the right shade for me. I mean, I don't know if it looks like it on camera, but I'm really into this foundation right now. Okay, so I ended up doing my concealer off camera as well. And this is the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. I noticed that the foundation did oxidize, but when I put my concealer on, it kind of evened everything out. So from Ulta, I also got, a pressed powder. And I got the same shade, Sun Beige. And I have the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which I do like, but translucent, I don't know. I feel like it does make me look lighter. So anyway, I do like it, but it's so messy, and I've been wanting to try a pressed powder for a really long time. And usually I never used to set my face with powder, and I don't think I necessarily need it, but I feel like bronzers and blush and highlighter just perform a little bit better over powder. They blend easier to me. But honestly, like when I used to not set my face with powder, like some of my bronzers and blushes would still blend nicely. So I don't know if that's me being crazy or if it's true. But again, I got the Fit Me powder, and when I touched it in stores, because it was really cool, Ulta had this thing where you could pull out a drawer and there were testers. It wasn't for every shade, but it was for some of them. Whoops, this is the powder. And so when I felt it, it just feels so silky smooth. So I think I'm going to use, what do I want to use for powder? I could use this gigantic powder brush. This is so obnoxious. This is a really big powder brush, so I want to see what the coverage is like. I'm going to use my Real Techniques. I have like 3 of these. This is amazing for anything. So yeah, I just wanted to, this might be too dark for me. I might need to exchange it for like a lighter shade, but we'll see. So I'm going to take the powder, and I'm just going to dust it all over my face. I can tell that it's like mattifying the skin. I mean, my skin wasn't dewy, it wasn't glowy or anything like that, but I can tell it just, you know, kind of smoothed everything over. And I'm also going to set my under eyes too. And this might, you know, not brighten my under eyes anymore, but that's okay. I just want to see what this is like. Yeah, so this powder is definitely not lighter, and it kind of took down the brightness of my concealer. I don't know, maybe you can't tell. I can definitely tell. And truthfully, I can't really give a strong opinion on the powder. It's not bad. I don't think it's as like smooth blending as the Laura Mercier one, but that one's a loose powder. But this one isn't bad. And the thing with this is, if it holds my makeup well, then, you know, that's kind of all that matters. So since there's a window in front of me and light is shining directly on my face, I think I look a lot lighter in camera, and so on camera. And so I don't know if you can tell the difference in shades. And actually adding the light concealer and the powder kind of my skin normal again. So even though the foundation oxidized, putting everything else helped. Now, is that all I got from Ulta? Oh, I also got 2 nail polishes that I definitely don't need. I got OPI because I love OPI. I got Tiramisu for 2, and then Samoan Sand. So don't need them, but I got them. The next thing I want to do is bronzer. And so I got this, like I mentioned earlier, this number 7 bronzer in the shade Caramel. This was about $13 and I got it at Target, and I just wanted to try it. I was like watching a dupe video and someone said this is a dupe for the Chocolate Soleil bronzer, and I was like, what? I love that bronzer. So I just wanted to try it out, and it would be nice to find a good drugstore bronzer. So, whoop, it's pigmented. Whoa. Okay. Definitely has pigment. Yeah, I don't know if y'all can see, but definitely pigmented. I like it. It seems like a nice bronzer. It's super subtle. I think I'm also going to take this and just run it along, let me zoom in a little bit, my lower lash line for a little bit of definition, because once we're done with blush, we're going to come back and finish the eyes. But I used to never, actually this is funny, this video, I keep on saying it's going to be like 40 minutes. I used to never like put any shadow or anything on my lower lash line because I was really scared that it would look too smoky or too intense. Like I was really scared to super smoke out my lower lash line. But once I started doing it, I actually really like it. So now when I see stuff like this, I feel it. I feel like it's a little bit weird. But I'm just gonna put a little bit of bronzer under just for some definition. Just so we don't, I don't know. You know the difference? This is just a little tiny, like it's a hint smokier. So I mean, you don't have to. It doesn't make a huge difference, but I'm just so used to it now that I kind of need to. And it's a nice shadow color actually. Really nice. For blush, I got this kind of a while ago. I don't think I've used it yet. This is the Wet n Wild blush. What shade is, oh, I took the sticker fully off. I have no idea what shade this is. Oh, and it says it's cruelty free. That's nice. Is this, it's like apricot, I don't know, but it's a really nice pretty peachy apricot color. So let's go ahead and just put this on our cheeks. Oh, it's like, that's pretty. It's like a pinky nude, or sorry, pink peach nude. Pinky peach! Remember when everything was peachy pink? Okay. So that is good. Might have gone just a little blush heavy, but that's okay. Just take whatever fluffy brush for your powder, fluffy brush for your bronzer, and just blend it out. Okay. So that's really easy. Next, okay. So that's what I got from Ulta. We showed Target. And then like I mentioned, I just went to Sephora. I didn't need anything, obviously. Like I don't need any of this makeup. But I saw online that if you're a Rouge member, you get $20 off of a $100 purchase, which seriously, like stupid logic, because I'm like, oh, good deal. But if I wasn't gonna spend $80 in the first place, why would I go? But I went, and I'll just explain. So here's my bag from Sephora. I think since I'm a Rouge member, she gave me this pack of samples, which is awesome. So I mean, just by looking, I see some Bite Beauty, Sunday Riley. I see some cool stuff. This might be good for travel. So like I said before, I got the Fresh Rose Toner. And I actually was gonna get the Too Faced Hangover. Okay, that was weird. My camera just stopped recording and I got really scared. So I got the Too Faced, or the Fresh Rose Toner. I wanted to get the Too Faced setting spray, like the Hangover one. And I had that in my basket, but then I saw this and I remember seeing someone rave about it. Like seriously, just rave. And so I looked, and this was $40, which is super expensive, but it's for 8.4 ounces. The Hangover one was $32, but there were 4 ounces. So I was like, well, price per ounce, this is better. And this is more skincare based. And so I sprayed it, like they recommend putting on a cotton pad and wiping it on your face. So I did that, and I really liked the way it made my skin feel. It didn't strip my skin. It still stayed moisturized. Not like super moisturized, but you know, more moisturized than a normal toner. And I like the way it smells, and I love fresh. So I got that. And then I also got, okay, I don't know if y'all have even seen, I don't even know what video I've talked about it, but the healthy deodorants, they make me smell really bad. Like one summer, I think it was last summer, I tried to, you know, use a healthy deodorant because I was like, well, deodorant is something you use every day, and I don't want to keep on putting chemicals in my armpits. So I tried out the healthy deodorant, and that like actually made me smell like body odor. Not just like I didn't wear deodorant, but it actually made me smell like body odor. So I was like, what the hell? They came out with a new one. This is the Sport Luxe, and I got the mini sample size because the stuff I got wasn't quite 100, so I had to get something small to put it to 100 so I could get the $20 off because logic. I have problems, but so this is the Sport Luxe, and I'm not going to open it yet, but when I smelled the big one in stores, it smelled really fresh. It smelled like clean laundry, and I love the smell of clean laundry. Like, I love the smell of Gain detergent, powder detergent. I wish I could just like have an air freshener. But anyway, so it smelled like clean laundry, and I was like, you know what? I'll give it a shot. This is different. It says Sport Luxe. This is disgustingly expensive. This tiny little thing is $9. You can get a Dove deodorant for like $4. So, like, again, unnecessarily expensive, but I wanted to try it out. So I'm going to try it out and keep you updated if you are even curious. And then I'm so bad. Oh my gosh, such a good 100-point perk. This is the Stila Stay All Day liquid liner in black. I have the one in brown, which I really like, but it was a 100-point perk in black. Perfect. But so these are the Urban Decay 24-hour glide-on eyeliners, and I used to use these all the time in college when I first started getting into makeup, and then I realized nothing stays on my waterline, so why spend a ton of money for eyeliners that don't stay when you can get the Rimmel one at the drugstore for like $3 that does better. So I stopped buying high-end eyeliners until I came across the Japanesque eyeliners. Oh my gosh, those are amazing. I think they're like $18. Totally worth it. They're better than the Rimmel ones, but the Rimmel ones are still the best thing from the drugstore that I found. So I have the Japanesque ones, and I love them. Anyway, this is from the Naked Heat collection, and when all the videos were coming out on the Urban Decay Naked Heat, the palette didn't really appeal to me. I feel like everyone has already done warm palette, so I wasn't really into it, but every time I saw someone play with the eyeliners, I wanted them so bad, and they're $20, like so overpriced for what they are. These are $20 for each of these, so that's like ridiculous to me, but these colors are so pretty. I think the first one is called Torch, yeah, and the next one is Alkaline, but I just thought these would look so good with brown eyes, green, like honestly really any color eyes, but I love purple. Here, let me swatch both of them. So one is like a burnt orange rusty color, which I'm an Aggie, so I don't like burnt orange, but obviously I like burnt orange colors, it's not actual burnt orange. And then Alkaline is like a purple wine color. So here's Torch, here's Alkaline. And then someone was saying these are better than the original formula. So I was like, okay, I'm just gonna do it because I have been wanting these. So I just did it, and it was like stupid expensive. But I don't know which one to use. I really want to use the purple. I don't know. Okay, I think I'm gonna use, I want to use both of them, like I really do. I'm gonna go ahead and use the warm orange. It's not even a brown really, it's like an orange. And then if I don't like it, we can just go over it with the purple. But this is a little bit more subtle. And what time is it? It's only 12 o'clock, so not that it matters. Like, wear a bright smoky eye during the day if you want. Okay, so. Okay, so on the eye, this is definitely orange. Definitely orange. Looking a little bit red, to be honest. So let's just line this one. Zoom out a little bit. Doesn't that look kind of red? I kind of like it because I feel like it makes my eyes look lighter. And like, I have brown eyes, but I feel like it makes them kind of look a tiny bit green, probably not, but it looks red. So it's a little bit scary to me, to be honest. It's a little bit scary. So I'm gonna go ahead. I want the purple one to shine on its own. We'll just leave it. I'll use the purple one in a different way. But I'll just stick on the same trend. I also got the Vice lipstick from the Naked Heat collection. This is in the shade Fuel. Oh, it's so pretty. And I know, like, I'm a firm believer that you can get amazing lip products at the drugstore, amazing eyeliner, amazing mascara, and I'm just starting to touch into face products. I still haven't found eyeshadow that I love, but I'm an eyeshadow snob. So I felt really bad spending $17 on this, but like the color is so pretty. So let's put it on. Okay, I don't know what's wrong with my camera, but it keeps on it keeps on stopping and saying that it can't record. So I just went off camera, did a coat of the Lash Paradise. And as you can see, huge difference. I'm gonna go ahead and do my other eye and then we'll quickly wrap up this video because I'm really worried about my camera. Okay, okay, so here are both eyes done. Here's a close-up of the makeup. I do want to do a check-in later, but ultimately I really like this mascara. My left eye is my troubled eye. I don't know how to describe it, but you know how you always have better lashes on one eye? This eye's really good, this one isn't. And it made them look, I mean, pretty good, you know, for it being the bad eye. And then the eyeliner I'm a little bit weary about because it kind of looks red, so it's a little bit scary. Everything else I really enjoy. Like I said, I am going to do a check-in at the end of the day to show you how everything wore, but as of right now I am pretty much happy with everything. I really am liking the foundation a lot. That's like what I'm impressed of. So I guess I will see you in a couple hours. It is 12:08 right now, so yeah, I guess I'll see you in a few hours. Okay, really quick before I go, I love this shirt like so much. First of all, I love Simba, I love Lion King, but I love the like artistic textures. Anyway, I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, so it is 1:30, so it's been a little over an hour, and I don't know if it'll show up on my I'm using my vlogging camera. Not even vlogging. This is for like my travel videos. I hope I'm not blocking the microphone. I never know where it is, but so I don't think the like texture of my skin is gonna show up, but looking in my mirror, things are getting a little bit cakey, and I think it's because I set my face with powder. I need to not use powder if I don't need it. So I am gonna go ahead and use the Rose Floral Toner. Okay. I don't want to do it on my camera. Okay, I can see it everywhere. I think that definitely helped like melt everything into my skin. Don't know how well you can tell on camera. And let me just, okay. Looking in the mirror here, I'm gonna spray one more on the side. Okay. Got on my eye. I think that helped. I think my skin feels a little bit more hydrated. So yeah, we will check in. It's only been an hour and a half, so I'll check in, I don't know, maybe in like 6 or 7 hours. Okay, bye. Okay, so it is about 8 p.m. and disregard my hair, my shirt. It's so freaking hot in Texas right now. So here is a look at the final makeup. As you can tell, I'm a little bit shiny, which I'm not oily at all usually. Like if I just wear moisturizer on my face and no makeup, like I don't get oily, but when I wear makeup I get kind of oily. So that's a little, but it's nothing bad. Like I didn't touch up at all. And actually I feel like it's coming off a little bit more dewy on camera, and when I'm looking in the mirror it still looks so good. And I think after the first check-in, when I sprayed this fresh floral rose toner, that seriously helped so much. Like I'm gonna get it really close to my face. It was really kind of dry at first, and again I think that's because I set it with powder, but once I sprayed this a few minutes later, it just smoothed out my skin and it made my pores, I don't know, it just smoothed them out. As for the mascara, as you can see, there's not any little smudges or anything at the bottom. Let me get my little mirror here. So I really like this mascara, and you'll probably know this already, but I don't curl my lashes at all, and they still look good. We're getting really close to my face here. I'm really surprised at this eyeliner. Like, yes, it's faded a little bit, but I don't have any little smudges down here. You can still tell that I'm wearing eyeliner, so it's really, really amazing for my waterline. Like, nothing ever stays in my waterline. So I'm really impressed by this, and I think the Urban Decay, I think they must have reformulated their liners. The liquid eyeliner, as you can tell, nothing happened. Yeah, it said on fine, it looks fine. My arm is so tired, I need to start working out more. I just burped, sorry. But yeah, so my eyeshadow looks fine. Blush, bronzer. Overall, I'm really, really happy with the way everything turned out. I think next time when I use this matte and poreless foundation, I am not going to set it with a powder, and I'm going to put stuff on it to see if it blends easy and to see if it wears. It'll probably wear the same, but I wonder if I don't set it with powder, if I'll avoid the cakiness and like the dryness in the beginning. But honestly, when I sprayed this on my face, it looked really good, and like I said, I haven't touched up at all. I didn't powder, I didn't do anything, and I didn't really do much today. I ran a few errands. It's super hot outside, but I wasn't outside very long, and so I'm a little bit glowy, but that always happens with whenever I wear makeup. It's not too bad though, but overall I like everything. Oh, and the lip. Obviously I'm not wearing anything right now, but after I filmed, I ate lunch. My lip pretty much stayed on. I did errands while I came back, ate dinner, and obviously it came off, and the swatches are still there. But yeah, I really like the lip product. I think it's a little bit too opaque, and so next time I'll just share it out a little bit more, but it's so pretty. It's such a pretty color. So that was my check-in. I hope you enjoyed. I'm sorry this video is so long, but I hope you found it helpful. Thank you for watching, and I will see you later. Bye.